Greetings, thespian. It would be nice, seeing as I haven't been able to share too much of what I've been doing theatrically recently, that I give you at least a little bit of an insight into what the last night of my Guignol show is going to be like. So, first off, got to get there. Okay, here I am on Barnfield Road, and there's the theatre over there. And in a stunning turn of events, it is raining in England. So, this is the dressing room. Pretty neat, eh? I don't think I've quite seen this many mirrors since I was at the Fun Fair. But yeah, this is a step up from Signet. Mind you, there are, I'm not sure, like 7 or 8 of us in here, so this is my little space. Of course, as you know, many actors have a lot of pre-show rituals, lots of warm-ups, things. What I'm planning on doing this evening is this. So I suppose I should take a moment to explain to you what this show entails. It's a series of 4 short Grand Guignol plays. Grand Guignol is a style of theatre that's had its heyday at sort of the turn of the last century in France. It's a horror type theatre, but not the general sort of claws and fangs type horror that you might expect, but more the horror of what people do to people. And it's just something a little different to the norm. You know, it's probably not going to get as many bums on seats as Oklahoma, for example, but it's something that is done by precious few companies anywhere in the world. So it's actually, I think, quite a worthwhile endeavour. Of course, the slightly twisted nature of Cards Against Humanity is a perfect aperitif. Okay, so.
Airport security guidelines now prohibit Nicolas Cage on airplanes. After Con Air, that's a damn good idea. Airport security guidelines now prohibit the petty troubles of the landed gentry. Airport security guidelines now prohibit giving birth to the Antichrist. Airport security guidelines now prohibit the French on air. There are some great ones there. I think it's toss up between these two. I'm going to go with the French. I just think.
It would appear that I've won again. It's always like this, always. That would be hilarious if you'd actually seen the show, but you haven't. Which is a shame, because it's a good show. Is it a good show? Yeah, alright. It's alright. Yeah. That was a good icebreaker, I think.
Yes.
This is descending into even levels of wrong that I have never previously experienced.
The Natural History Museum has just opened an interactive exhibit on extremely tight trousers, which lead to the testicular torsion.
Yes, presumably. Actually, I'll turn this up the other way. So.
The Natural History Museum has just opened an interactive exhibit on German dungeon porn. Well, you'd want it to be interactive, wouldn't you? Absolutely.
What would they call it? The Fritzl suite?
So that was extreme. The Natural History Museum has just opened an interactive exhibit on serfdom. Has to be the testicular torsion. I do love me a twisted nut.
That'll be the only time that's ever been seen.
Yes.
Yay, I've got testicular torsion.
And the winning card was one of mine, Kamikaze Pilots.
Your
I'm now in
favourite
costume.
boss is here.
For the first one. Apparently we've got more people in tonight than we did last night, which is good.
Well, she's not here. She's here.
And yeah, looking forward to it. Okay, so first off went fairly well so far. I'm now getting deaded.
Indeed.
One of the rituals I've had for when I'm getting my makeup put on is I have to sing show tunes. I'm not sure what ones I'm going to go with tonight, but previous hits have included There's No Business Like Show Business, and what else have we had?
Have you ever Singing in the Rain?
No, I haven't done Singing in the Rain. I'll do Singing in the Rain this evening. Yeah, I'll get the makeup put on in a second.
They said our Americanos come in a filter.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and gay, and I pity any girl who isn't me today. Fa la 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 la. Who's that pretty girl in the mirror there? Wonder where? Who could that attractive girl be? Something, 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 something.
On your face, you were straining to do that.
Alright, I'll switch.
Have you got a photograph of this, Malcolm, of what's going on?
What of that? What's going on?
I'm singing in the
Probably
rain.
worth grabbing a
Just
snap.
I didn't want to break the concentration too much.
What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I walk down the lane, I'm laughing at clouds. There's a song in my heart, and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, there's a smile on my face. I'm off down the lane, I'm laughing at clouds. I'm singing and dancing in the rain. Do 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 do. I'm here all week.
That's fine, the rest of us will bugger off.
After today, you're going to be very lonely.
Does anyone else feel like a Happy Meal? I do.
Oh, we need to give you some money.
That really does look quite convincing, doesn't it? It's all make-believe, folks. Yes, a fine piece of work there. So is this going to be going to someone as a souvenir, the monkey's paw?
I don't know, actually. I suppose it is of limited use for future productions.
Well, unless they do the monkey's paw again.
Yeah.
Costume for the second play. I think I got something in my eye.
So now put
The show party! So we ended up in Oddfellows in Exeter, and like a bit of a numpty, I didn't actually film anything in there, although to be honest it was loud enough and crowded enough that it wouldn't really have made for good viewing. But suffice to say, it was a pretty good end to a show. I'm not going to be doing the Get Out tomorrow because I've got other things I need to be focusing on. But yeah, it's 3 o'clock now, and I'm very glad, in fact, that I do have other things immediately to go on to, because hopefully that will stave off what I know some of my castmates are already going to be suffering from right now, which is post-show depression. But it was a good night, it was a good show, and I sincerely hope this is not the last time I work with them. And so I don't think there's much more to say other than on to the next thing. See you next time.